Hello, so this is a game on 2 handicap where white managed to win at the end, being a little bit lucky with the last few moves, but at some point white could win this game by killing the top left corner, so then the game became quite close. Anyway, let's dive into the game and see what happened. So the beginning, it's quite normal. We have a classic Joseki here. Black extends a bit further than usual. The common move is to play the one space jump. Well, two space jump is possible too, but it's rarely played. Leaves a bit of RG around p3. But well, white can use that kind of attach later in the game. Good idea for black to approach the top left corner. Well, the trendy move is to play on the third line, of course, but nothing wrong with this move. Well, here we see again the Kosumi, which is supposed to be played against the e17 approach. So if white wants to play something on the left side, d14 is normal, and then we have this kind of follow-up. In this case, black can consider the extension further, so he can stretch even more, because he already got the stone at q16. The tight extension is usually played when white has a stone in the top right corner. This would be the Joseki. Now, black of course can push or attach in the corner. Well, in this case, if black just plays the Kosumi, white is happy to block the corner. Because now, even if black extends in the top for a base, there is still RG to invade at f17 later on. So, playing c11 allows black block the corner next. And if black plays c17, that's also good for him, because he takes the profit in the corner, and next black can invade at c14. This is the RG that's left when the position is like that. So for example, if white plays away again, black can invade c14, then either connect under or go out with this move, or Keima. So white is actually separated here and it's quite painful. That's why it's better not to allow that kind of block in the corner. Whoever gets to play this point first has an advantage locally. Well, black played away, so white inside approach. That's actually a good move. Well, locally it's still big to play c17, but maybe playing it now it may feel a little bit slack. But it's still nice to prepare the follow-up at f17. Anyway, nothing wrong with f3. The pincer is also a natural move. Instead of playing San-San, one should think of a double approach, double Kakari, even high or low. In this case, it's actually good to play high because white has a low stone at c11, so this will make the position more balanced on the left side. Black usually plays the attach here to keep white separated. White can hane in order to create RG by sacrificing, then attach in the corner. Black plays the tiger mount, which is a good shape here, and white enters in the corner. Now in this position, black will probably play away, like r13, and then white usually goes down and plays one Atari. This is the post-Joseki follow-up, and having this exchange in place, like this, later white can prevent black's moyo in the center and try to form his own moyo from the left side. Playing San-San, it's just too simple and feels a little bit low for white. So normally here white should hane, connect, and then extend. Black can push several times or just Keima. And then if white plays away, black will immediately kick in center. If white defends, black can play away. It's pretty big for black to approach at r13 because this move is threatening the invasion at r8. So usually white will jump out to protect against the invasion, and then black can play another move in the top to reinforce the corner. So white pushed again, and black overplay with a hane pretty much. It's much safer to play Nobi. In this case, when white has a stone at f3, then if white pushes again, black can extend again. and if white protects one more time on the left side, black can leave the position as it is and play away. So playing here, white can think about cutting right away. In the actual game, white played a honey on the second line. So if white just cuts and black goes honey in the corner and connects, white will just capture the stone on the left side. And this is already pretty good. So white punished the honey at c6 by capturing it. So let's see what happened in the actual game. Connect and then cut. Well, black can resist in this fight a little bit. So black will go out, which is good. White can think about extending to the right. Like this. So if black plays another move to protect the bottom, now white can jump to be one step ahead of the two stones. If black goes out on the left side, white can think about f2. And now if black descends, white will just kill the group. If black plays honey, white can fight here. And even if black escapes, something like that, it's already a good fight for white, damaging the bottom moyo and still keeping the group separated in the middle. So here, white can jump between the groups. So this fight looks promising for white. Well, pushing like that, it's an option too. Keep the pressure. Let's see if white can do better, like attach. And then wedge to create some cutting points. Honey in the corner is sent threatening to kill. This honey, it's an option too. But okay, that can be played anytime. And then black has to leave also. So both white and black will leave. And black seems to have more leaving space on the left side than in the actual game. Alright, so Keima, honey and connect, that's good. Here, before defending the corner, white should turn. Because if black tries to kill the corner, he needs to start with d1 to reduce the space from the outside and form the L group. But white can go down in center, threatening to kill. So how is the situation here? Like this, white gets one big guy in the corner. So when going down at a4, if black wants to kill the corner, he needs to play b2. Then white plays b1. Black has to go down, and this creates a big one eye in the corner with lots of inside liberties. And in the meantime, white has time to kill the outside group. And that's actually very easy. We can play a honey on the left side, then the key point, and even if black connects, white has plenty of liberty to win this semi. White doesn't even have to play there right now. I mean, at this stage, white can play away, and if black tries to fight the semi, there will be inside Atari again, then connect, and black has only two liberties, so black cannot even approach. I mean, black needs to play this move, but when he tries to approach, he puts himself in Atari. So white could turn in center on the left side. Let's go back to this stage. So black has to make two eyes. Then white can go down in center. And this group is already alive. Well, there can be a ko. So white can play another move right now to leave like this. Pak, pak, pak. Or this one. But white can also leave the position like this and fight the ko. So the ko will be honey, then go down, and when Atari here, and white plays Atari on the outside, black captures the ko to create a bulky 5 shape. But of course, this is not necessary. White can just defend and prevent the ko. So back to the actual game. Now, if white simply defends, Black can push again in center, because that's a mutual center move. I mean, white could turn in center anytime and then play away. Well, black plays a card that's a bit greedy, so the net works, but in this case, again black can push under and white has to get ahead. Now black played the Hane, white jump out. This jump is actually good, it's a fine defense. White doesn't need the connection solid or the Kosumi or the tiger mouth, because this way black will threaten a snapback and then also push on the second line. So here in the commentary, black was mentioning that white was mentioning that black could break out with this Atari and Atari again, but actually white can squeeze Atari from behind and Atari again, so black is still trapped inside. So that reading sequence was pretty much an illusion. So this jump is still superior because it's threatening to activate the edge at f3, so the shape is just fine. And now black answered and white doubles up. White can play the turn on the left side still. So Atari, Atari. If black goes Atari here and Atari again, then tries to go out, is the same squeeze play and capture everything. So black still needs to go back and protect the b7. And playing the double up just to prevent black going out here, it's actually a bit slack in this case, when it's better to get ahead. But I still want to play the block on the left side to force black protect. So black jumps no B to keep the moyo, but this is a bit slow. Locally it's better to play a one space jump. But once again, black should push in center, then play away. If white Hane like this, black can block. If white plays the Hane here, the wedge works and there's nothing to worry about. Black can play away again. So let's see the actual game. No B, then jump on the bottom to reduce. Well, in this area, first of all, white should always play the center on the left to prevent black's push. But on the bottom side, white can think about this shoulder hit and then jump out to reduce more. Or at least play a Keima here. So if actually, well, it's an some sort of cap move to reduce. And then another push in center. So white stones are connected. He gets a lot of thickness and then can approach the top right corner. Playing just n6 feels a little bit slow. So if black wants to increase the bottom area, he can play Keima and then Nobi to build more. Go on the fifth line already. Well, this defense is good too. But now white doesn't have to jump here. I mean, it's not a big deal if black jumps again to L6. Right now it's big to play here or the top. Well, still turn. For example, if white turns and black jumps out to L6 to increase his territory with this area, which is another few points, white will kill the left side. Just Hane and he's dead. So on this move, jump here. On this one, just kill. So let's see what happened. White jumps. Black tries to break out a bit. Well, the natural move would be to Hane and try to keep the stones connected. Finally the turn in center, that's also good. Well, black went down, but that's wrong. Black should play b7. That's the key point to stay alive. Going down here, white can hit a8, which happened, and now the group dies. Yeah, this is similar to the J group in the corner. Now throw in, and then it's dead. So this is already a successful result and a pretty good start for white, having all that left side. So now the game doesn't look like 2 handicap anymore. It's pretty much even. Well, playing this kind of move, looks like an more like a code red. Black can just answer. So this stage, either attack the top from the right side or from the inside, this approach. Well, black of course can pincer, then double approach or simply take the corner. So how's the overall situation? White has the right side, the left side, black has the bottom and the top. Well, it's still playable for both. So let's see what happened next. White invaded 017. Well, white can consider the sun-sun invasion here. If black just blocks like this and double hane, white can hane in the top and cut. Now in this case, we have this kind of follow-up. So even if black keeps the top side, it feels a little bit over-concentrated. Also for white, it's good enough to approach R14. Then when black double up, white can enter the top side. Now black has to struggle and live in the lower left corner. And there is still RG in the top. Like this move, for example. And then invade the corner S17. Now what happens here, if black separates, white can push once, threatening to go out. And then just consuming the corner and leave. So white still takes away the corner. And if black plays R18, white will connect under, and then it's still enough to reduce that way. So it's not necessarily needed to play the inside approach in the narrow, crowded area there. So black played a kick, and white decided to approach the right side. This is good. But in this case, it's still okay to go out, then play the shoulder hit and connect. Well, black should connect in the top to stay safe, and then either put pressure here or invade the sun-sun. And then reduce that way, and now play other moves. Surround here. But R14, it's a fine move. Then slide, okay, that's good too. But I still like jumping here. That's the follow-up from G15, so white should continue. And if black plays in the corner, locally, this group is not alive. If this happens, black is still on the run. And he has a big chance to die with everything. No way out. How to kill. Zack, 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 zack. And surround. Yeah, black is dead completely. Black can resign now. So white plays a slide. Block. Okay. This is more urgent still. Or actually black can also protect this way. Because if white pushes, black has the tiger mount and cut. So black will connect. S17, it's a bit too early. It's a big move usually, but right now G17 is bigger. Well, this block is gentle. It allows the connection in the top. It's strange black played the hane. That's an endgame move. First he should keep connected, and only later in the game. Here. Which Atari? Nobi. Only later hane and connect, but that's just in the very late end game. Oh, so the actual game, hane, connect, and then separate, finally. That's really good for white. Trying to cut the Ikentobi like this, it's most of the time not successful. Then go out with an empty. Yeah, and white had to push again. I mean, to keep ahead. Because anyway, if black plays on the left side, white can connect either like this or Kosumi and then cover. So this position looks still pretty bad for black, because he's all surrounded. Well, here Nobi again. Then black needs to connect solid and Keima to surround everything in a net. If black pushes here, it's pretty much the same thing. So still no eyes, and black is surrounded in a net. Well, this is an invitation to go out. So white should still use the cap and then jump like this in order to use the edge of K6 Atari, and again surround everything, either like this or connect solid and then protect. So now this white black is going out. Then there is some kind of wedge at F13 and cut. Yeah, so go out again, that's good. That move in the top, J18, doesn't connect the group on the left side. White should play this move first to have a base, and then try to separate the group in the middle indirectly. Well, this kind of jump is loose in order to build the right side, but if white plays here and then Hane and then Atari, then some moves like this, and then jump in the center, let's say without using the Agi here, just cap. Now when black tries to leave somehow, okay, let's suppose black will leave something like this. Even like this is dangerous. White build a lot on the right side. I mean, everything here became white territory. So to space jump, black comes from the other side. Difficult to cut like that. But white should think about Hane first. And if black captures, use the dead stone in the top to play Atari. If black plays here, now separate. And if black comes out, white connects, and now the top group is in danger. So that's a good way to use the idea of the weak dead stone inside. Now black can just protect solid. So in the end, 014 was lost and became a minus. A Mochi Komi, a loss without compensation. Yeah, black felt that he's about to die in the middle, so K9 was good. Alright, this is big for the right side. That's a good move. And there's still a cut. Actually, the cut works without playing the wedge. Atari, connect, and this, and separate. Because even if black comes like that, the top left corner cannot be killed. This is alive. So black just collapsed. Now what happened in the game, black got separated anyway. This Kosumitsuki is very good to keep connected. Then the bamboo. And here, this is a fake monkey jump, it doesn't work to connect. So instead of attaching right away, white should Kosumi, black will push trying to connect, now sacrifice one stone. If black goes here, white Atari and connect, so everything is dead. And if black cuts, white Atari from behind, Atari again, and then connect. Or just connect directly. On this Atari connect, so black can make only one eye. If he makes one eye in Gote, he's still dead, so this is the way to prevent the ko. Playing like this. Oh, in fact, in this case, black should pull back, and when Atari black connects, and it's fine. It's not even a ko. And if white plays Atari from behind, black will connect first, and on this move, black captures, push, block, and there are the two eyes. So playing E19 allows a ko when black actually could connect unconditionally. Now on the ko, let's see how white could fight this ko. This is a good ko threat. This one, it's okay to answer. Maybe it's slightly bigger to take the top. because in the top there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's 20 points plus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 surrounding points. So it's like 33 points. Plus what can happen in the top. I mean, black could capture those two stones, that's 35, and the push here, and this one, and this one. So close to 40 points. And on the left side, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. So it's a bit bigger to capture the top. But still, it's good to answer and continue the co-fight. Now as a co-threat, instead of cutting here, why should no be like this? Because capturing, oops, not like that. Capturing here is bigger. Well, this is artistic, but more efficient to play like that. Less co-threats. So cutting one stone, it's not so big. Go out, then black answers, take back the call. The problem is black has local threats like this one. So now what are the threats? Tuck, tuck, tuck. Ah, this is not really a threat. Black will take, push, and go down. So he's alive. And this is Sente. Then connect under. That can damage a lot. So anyway, now the game is closer. Black was supposed to be dead in the top left unconditionally. He managed a call, but he could leave unconditionally as well. Now white played the push. And yeah, white needs to go back and play S19. But playing here, it's actually okay. O4, it's Sente. This one is not Sente anymore, but Q4 would be Sente. If black doesn't answer Q4, so black goes in the top to kill back the two stones, white can just cut. Now, if black goes down, white will kill the corner. If black tries to keep the corner safe, then white will penetrate this way. And it's also good. So this would be Sente. Black needs to connect solid or connect P3. Now when P3, white can go down. Black needs to protect here. Then this jump is big to destroy a few more points here. In fact, the plan is to kill the other group in the middle. Like this. One eye only. So again, white can build win big. Okay, so this was Sente, this one Gote. Now black defended here, but actually it's better for black to play the Kosumi, oops, this one, so he can kill another stone in the center. So playing like that, white still has the nice shape. And then capture a stone, push, Atari, then leave it like this, and then protect the top right. So this will end up in a close win by white probably. That's not so big. This is fine, but can also cut here to see how black reacts. Then maybe use the nose Tsuji to create some Aji, and then cross cut. Because now you have this Atari and go out. And if black plays here, then Atari from behind, oops, like this, and go out again. A lot of Aji in that area too. This is not so big right now, and not necessarily Sente. Black can skip and block the monkey jump after. I mean like this. Okay. That's clearly Aji Keshi playing the peep. Should push here, push again, and Atari. But now it's hard to kill anymore. I mean, well, one peep here will probably be good. But, well, Atari once, Yeah, I can't kill anymore because of this. So peep, push down. This is no need. Feels like 1 point. It's still better to play here. If black pushes, white can play here. If black turns this, push, connect and connect. So it's all fine. Anyway, doubling up like that, black can still play the Hane in center. Oh, that was a big catch in the center. So playing here is still bigger. If black cuts one stone, white can turn and connect in center and save that guy. So this is a big damage. All these points disappear. It's like 10-12 points difference. So here yeah, too big. Well, instead of playing that move, should go Atari and black will connect. Because it's center for black to go R16. If Atari in the corner, Atari on the outside and connect and kill everything. So on R16 you need to pull back and then connect. And on this one take. Now some small 1-2 points moves. That's big. Yeah, usually here white has to go down because it will make an extra point for sure. But even playing like this, black needs to start the code to destroy that point. So this is not going to happen. I mean, only sometimes. And if black plays here, white plays here, and it's the same territory. Because at the end, even when going down, after all the neutral points are filled, white plays another move inside. But playing the descent, white makes that point for sure. Playing the hanging connection, the ko can result into this move. So white can lose another point. But white needs to fight the ko. And black has to win it to force that. In general, you play this hanging connection when you need I shape. When the territory is safe and solid, you go down. And sometimes it's good for white to connect solid to prevent ko threats. So depends on the position. This is a minus, and this is -2. White should play on the outside, and only then block here. If black plays here, it's another minus. So this one, all these pushes in center, that's no need. It's better to play here. So when Atari connect and don't add another move inside. This is 2 points in center, very big. That's nothing. 1 point, 1 point, a neutral point. Then Atari, and black probably misclicked. He had to take, and then he wins the game. But black was actually lucky because he could die with this group and also with the one in the center. So he lucked out 2 times, and then white was lucky only at the end. Small luck, but good enough to win the game. Well done on this one.